Hello, and welcome to episode 16 of Snail Mail with Smokey. I'm Smokey. As most of you might know, I live in the state of Wisconsin. But what you might not be aware of is that I was born and raised in the state of Oklahoma. So in today's episode, I thought it would be fun to take a look at all the stamps that the United States Postal Service has issued through the years that feature the state of Oklahoma. The first stamp that I'd like to talk about is this stamp right here. It's Scott number 1678. It was issued on February 23rd, 1976, as part of the 50 State Flag Series for the United States Bicentennial. This stamp has a value of 13 cents. The next stamp is Scott number 1988A. It was issued on April 14th, 1982, as part of a series honoring state birds and flowers. This stamp has a value of 20 cents. It features Oklahoma state bird, the scissortail flycatcher, and Oklahoma state flower, the mistletoe. Scott number 2769 was issued on July 14th, 1993. It is part of the American Music Series, and it honors the famous Rodgers and Hammerstein musical, Oklahoma. This colorful stamp has a value of 29 cents. Scott number 4121 was issued on January 11th, 2007. It celebrates Oklahoma's centennial as a state and has a face value of 39 cents. Scott number 3596 was issued on April 4th, 2002. It's part of the 50 Stamps Greetings From series. This stamp that honors Greetings from Oklahoma has a face value of 34 cents. We move on now to Scott number 4315 that was issued on August 11th, 2011. This stamp is a forever stamp and it has no face value, but at the time of issue, a first-class postage stamp sold for 44 cents. The next stamp is Scott number 5375. It was issued on April 10th, 2019. It's part of a series called Post Office Murals. This stamp is called Kiowa's Moving Camp. And as you can see, printed on the stamp are the words Anadarko, Oklahoma. And that brings us to one final stamp to talk about, and that is this stamp right here. I just received this sheet of stamps. As you can see, there are 50 stamps on this full sheet. They're all in mint, never used condition, and the gum is still intact on the back. So I was really excited to receive these stamps, and they're going to be a great addition to my stamp collection. So let's talk about this stamp for a second. This stamp is Scott number 1092. It was issued on July 14th, 1957, and it was issued to celebrate 50 years of Oklahoma statehood. This stamp has a value of 3 cents. The stamp features a silhouette of the state of Oklahoma with a caption that reads 1907, Arrows to Adams, 1957. In the middle of a stamp is a representation of the Arrows to Adams Tower. So what is the Arrow to Adams Tower, you might ask? Well, let me explain. On April 22nd, 1957, the Arrows to Adams Tower was a 200-foot tall tower located at the State Fairgrounds in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. It was dedicated and lighted as part of the state's semi-centennial. With memories of the Dust Bowl and the Great Depression still in the minds of most Oklahomans, the Arrows to Adams theme focused on the city's present and hoped for a brighter future. In 1989, an article published in the Daily Oklahoma newspaper said that the tower structure had been removed in 1967 because state engineers determined that it was deteriorating and in damage of falling due to high winds. The utility tower company that originally erected the Arrow was contracted to remove it, and the owner of the company wanted to keep it. So the interwoven ellipses representing electron paths and the cutout of the state of Oklahoma were removed, and the arrow was shortened from 200 feet to about 80 feet and installed on private property southwest of Mustang, Oklahoma, where it still stands in overgrown foliage. And here's a picture of what it looks like now. So those are the stamps that the United States Postal Service has issued featuring the state of Oklahoma. Let me know which one's your favorite. They're all great. I really enjoy them all. I have most of them in my collection, but I'm super, super excited once again to add this sheet of stamps to my collection. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Snail Mail with Smokey. If you have not done so yet, would you please consider hitting the subscribe button and subscribing to this channel. Also, don't forget to click on the bell icon so you can be notified when future episodes are uploaded. Thank you for your support, your encouragement, all your positive comments. They mean so much to me. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. And until next time, bye-bye.